thoughtful slime I've ever seen. Besides doing laundry and cooking, it's especially good at cheering people up. Not only does it give a thumbs up when Kuba defeats monsters, it even sends praise, and when danger arises, it fearlessly steps forward. Just recently, Kuba and his group arrived at the labyrinth. Fortunately, the first few floors weren't very difficult, so to avoid wasting time, the magic wolf carried Kuba and dashed forward. No matter what monsters appeared ahead, they were all killed by direct impact, leaving the other adventurers stunned in place. As for the traps accidentally triggered, they were easily blocked by the magic wolf's barrier. These traps were all created by the labyrinth. Because the labyrinth is like a massive living creature, it uses treasure chests and magic stones as bait, then spawns monsters and traps. To take adventurers lives as nourishment, and the labyrinth grows through this process. These traps are essentially the limbs of the labyrinth. But in front of the magic wolf, they're completely useless.
足止めにもならんわ。
やるじゃねえか。
エルおじちゃんすごい。
身が持たない。
Soon, they reached the 10th underground floor. The magic wolf still didn't sense any powerful enemies, so they fought their way straight to the final boss of this floor. But when they arrived at the entrance, the terrifying aura of the magic wolf immediately made the nearby adventurers break out in cold sweat. Luckily, Kuba quickly explained that the magic wolf was just his contracted beast. It was also at this moment that Kuba learned the rules of the labyrinth. When encountering a boss room battle, the team that attacks first has priority. Once the battle begins, unless they call for help, no one else is allowed to intervene. Naturally, the treasure chest drops belong to the fighters. After understanding the rules, Kuba waited at the spot for a while. The team ahead finally came out carrying a big bag of loot. They didn't plan to continue to the next floor, because everyone had families. It wasn't worth risking their lives for greater rewards. The boss on this floor was a giant spider monster. With just one fireball, the little wyvern instantly took it down. Feeling the blessing of the war god and the surging power, the little wyvern became instantly ecstatic. As the monster vanished, a pile of items appeared on the ground. This made Kuba feel like he was playing a video game. The boss on the next, 11th floor, was a Beastman General. In just the blink of an eye, the Beastman General was reduced to a pile of materials. Due to the continuous battles, all three contracted beasts started to feel hungry, so Kuba found a public rest area to replenish their strength. Coincidentally, he ran into a group of old acquaintances there. It was also thanks to this adventurer team that Kuba was able to safely leave the country that summoned him. After catching up, Kuba introduced his two new contracted beasts to everyone. First was the little wyvern on his head, whose name was Dora. Then there was the adorable little E. Although it's a slime, its strength is incredibly powerful.
見えないな。本当だよ。強いよ。持ってみていい？
どうぞ。
かわいい。ドラちゃん、よろしくね。
すっげー楽しそう。
Kuba then invited everyone to join him for lunch. As soon as he said that, everyone was instantly overjoyed. After all, Kuba's cooking is famously delicious. But they didn't eat for free. They brought out the black bread they had with them. So Kuba sliced the black bread to use as the main dish, and paired it with tender, juicy bipedal wyvern meat. The bread soaked in rich broth. No matter how it was eaten, it tasted absolutely delicious.
相変わらずいい反応してくれるな。
Seeing them feast so happily made the nearby adventurers green with envy. After eating and drinking their fill, both sides said their goodbyes. The captain and his team decided to explore this floor a bit longer, while Kuba's group planned to move on to the next level. Any monsters they encountered were easily defeated by the three contracted beasts. Soon, they reached the 16th floor. The environment here was completely different from before. The traps were also much more powerful than earlier, but they were still useless against the magic wolf. Soon, they arrived at the 20th underground floor. At that moment, Little E suddenly spotted a treasure chest. Excitement instantly wiped away all fatigue, but the magic wolf warned him not to celebrate too soon, because this is the labyrinth's most common form of bait. Sure enough, after appraisal they discovered the chest was filled entirely with poison gas. Inhaling it would result in instant poisoning and death. Just as Kuba was about to give up, he suddenly heard the voice of a goddess in his ear. Although what they granted was only a minor blessing, because it was bestowed repeatedly by several goddesses, it was far stronger than a normal blessing. So now, not only would Kuba never get sick, he also gained immunity to all poisons.
というわけで。
So Kuba mustered his courage and opened the treasure chest. As expected, a burst of poisonous gas spewed out instantly. After the gas dissipated, Kuba eagerly stepped forward to check, but to his surprise, the chest was completely empty. This made Kuba secretly vow that he would definitely find a chest with a real reward. Soon, deep within the 21st floor, they discovered an enormous treasure chest, but upon inspection, it turned out to be a mimic monster. Fortunately, there was a very small chance it would drop loot after being defeated. After thinking for a moment, Kuba decided to take the risk. He then drew the mithril short sword crafted by Little E, and told his contracted beasts to jump in immediately if he was in danger.
スリルショートソード様々だ。ついのおかげだな。
The instant the monster vanished, a small box appeared on the ground. Upon opening it, they found not only gems, but also a ring that restored magic power. And behind the chest, a staircase leading to the 22nd floor appeared. Stepping in felt like entering another world. The magic wolf also sensed the presence of a powerful breath, so it carried Kuba deeper without hesitation. At that moment, a swarm of B-class giant killer mantises launched a fierce attack, but to the magic wolf, they were nothing more than small fry. A single blast of lightning easily took care of them. Seeing this scene, Little E and the baby dragon clamored to join the fight. Kuba had no choice but to assign them a turn order. The next monster would be the baby dragon's turn. Next came swarms of poisonous butterflies. Little E transformed into a machine gun, firing wildly, bayu bayu. Soon, they arrived at the heart of the forest. According to the magic wolf's judgment, the boss should be nearby. The magic wolf wanted to charge in and finish it in one go, but Kuba, just to be safe, decided to eat some ingredients from the online grocery store first, to temporarily boost his stats before proceeding. The magic wolf didn't care much about what Kuba said, but if it's delicious food, it certainly wouldn't say no. So Kuba ordered the wagyu steak he had enjoyed before, along with some ready-made deli platters. While they feasted, he cooked the wagyu beef, garnished with a slice of lemon, to cut the richness and enhance the flavor. Then he added some crispy, juicy sausages. One bite and they were instantly overwhelmed by deliciousness. All three contracted beasts shouted for another helping. Kuba felt half dead just from cooking the meal. After they had eaten their fill and drunk their fill, Kuba began checking the status panels of his contracted beasts. The magic wolf and baby dragon had both gained over 1,000 points. Little E's stats had increased by several hundred, but when he checked his own stats, it got awkward. The numbers had only changed slightly.
こんだけかよ。